So, good morning, everyone. Good morning. That's the correct response. You say, wait a minute, it's 8 o'clock at night. What are you talking about? No, it's a new morning in Washington. It's a new morning for the Libertarian Party. Okay? I was appointed Executive Director of the Libertarian Party here, as you know, February 1st. Okay, February 1st. And I'm going to go through some of the accomplishments that we've had over the past, not even 3 months. Before I do, I want to tell you one of my favorite sayings of all time. There is, in this world, no greater force than the force of a man or a woman determined to rise. We are those men, we are those women. The Libertarian Party, libertarianism will rise. Go ahead. Now, I'm going to tell you a secret. I actually have that saying tattooed on me. Really. I'm not going to show you right now. So, I'm going to ask you a question. What does the word politics mean? Well, I'm going to tell you what it means to me. When you break down the word politics in its simplest form, you have poly, which means multiple, like a polygon, like a multiple-sided object. And then you have ticks, which are blood-sucking parasites. So, politics, to me, is essentially multiple blood-sucking parasites. And I look at the Libertarian Party, and libertarians in general, as the fumigators coming in to get the ticks off the backs of the American people. I like to consider libertarians as a politician's worst nightmare and a statesman's best friend. Now, we've implemented some amazing tools that we've been using to advance liberty and grow the party here in Washington. I actually have Barack Obama's campaign technology strategy. That's right. He actually had 3 times the impact on the internet as Romney. We're taking his strategies, not his policies. The Democrats have been very, very, very good at getting out the vote on all levels of government. Is anyone familiar with Agenda 21? Yes. Oh yeah. Did you know that it's actually being implemented at the local level in our city councils? Yes. They're getting out the vote, they're pushing their agenda on the local level. I believe that should be one of our focuses, to advance liberty by running local initiatives that are anti-corruption, pro-accountability, and pro-transparency. Issues that transcend political ideology. It doesn't matter what political party you subscribe to, you should be anti-corruption, right? You should be. You should be pro-transparency and you should be pro-accountability. And that's what we have to do, is hold these guys accountable for the actions that they're taking to basically destroy our economy, to destroy our way of life. Now, we've implemented a cloud-based call center, and I've done some research on this, and we actually have the most advanced cloud-based call center that's available on the market. It's a combination of automated calls with a live call center agent. For example, it's making calls automatic from a list, so the person on the other end at their computer at home doesn't have to listen to the calls being made. And it makes 2 calls for every 1 person that's plugged into the system. Okay? Now let's say it hits a bad number. It just moves on to the next one. The person dialing, they're not actually dialing, they're just waiting. Okay? If it hits an answering machine, it will automatically leave a message. Okay? But what if someone actually picks up the phone? Well, it connects them to that live caller. In the month of February, the system made 10,337 phone calls with our 2 call center agents. The results of those phone calls is that 211 self-identified libertarians in the state said, hey, I want to either volunteer, I want to run for office, or I want to join the party. Those are results. This is the system we're going to use to support our candidates here in the state, to support our initiatives in the state, to do polling in the state, to figure out what issues that we need to be running on. Has anyone seen our new website? Yeah. Woo. It's beautiful. And the main force behind our new website is actually my apprentice executive director. Will everyone please give Taylor Dalton a round of applause? of the new website is our content. Since February 1st, we've added over 70 original articles to the website talking about legislation in the state capitol. And I want to recognize someone who's really led the charge, and his name's Alex Shear, and he's right here. He's going to hate me for doing this. I met Alec through Emily Rensink. I don't know if she's still here. Emily, are you here?
No, she left.
Okay, she left. I met Alec through Emily Rensink. I was actually going back to California, and she learned that Alex Shear wanted to run for office. And then she told me he was 16. I said, wow, a 16-year-old that wants to run for the state legislature? I gotta meet this guy. And I met him, and he's very passionate, and he's very motivated. And he does this because he truly believes in it. So thank you, Alec. But it's not just Alec writing articles. He's actually recruited other libertarian writers to contribute to the state website. Next thing I want to talk about is our legislative work. And there's someone that I really want you guys to appreciate and thank, and his name is Michael Wilson. Michael is a shining example of what we all can do and what we should do. He tirelessly goes down to the state legislature, testifies on bills, tells them the libertarian stance, and he also visits with the state senators and state house members. So thank you, Michael. Alec came up here about a month and a half ago. We actually brought him down to the State House. He testified on a bill. Taylor's testified on a bill. I've testified on a bill. You know, Travis has testified on bills. This is what we need to be doing. And it's part of our strategy, our overall strategy. I like to take a shotgun approach. What that means is we're spreading out. As you know, shot spreads out as it goes further, right? So we need to hit all the different angles and try to cover as much ground as possible. Now, another person I'd like to thank, has anyone seen this? Yep. It's in your packet. This is our 2013 strategy report. Now, the person behind this, who really pushed this and created it, is actually here, and she's from Sacramento. She's right in the back. This is Janine Kloss. Thank you. And as of last night, she is the newly elected chairwoman of the Sacramento County Libertarian Party. Now I'm going to show you something really quick, and this is for Judge Gray, actually. Because Judge Gray said something, and he said it to me multiple times, that we need to take this issue of I-502, of pseudo-legalizing marijuana in the state, and we need to take it as our issue, because we've been pushing it since the party was founded. And right here in the strategy report, we take credit for it. This is one of our issues. So thank you, Judge. You know, when you talk to me, I do listen, and I take your advice. It's okay, you'll get to come up here next. So.
What'd you say? I wasn't listening.
Another thing I want to point out, at the last SEC meeting, we've adopted a new Libertarian Party logo. I'm sure everyone's seen it, right? It's been plastered all around. Right there, I am Libertarian. And it's on the lapel pins, and there's a little coin for the first 100 people who signed up. They got a little coin in their packet, and the gentleman who helped put this together is actually here as well. His name's Matthew McEwen from Northwest Territorial Mint. Now there's one more person I want to recognize. He's a small business owner, actually owns a business here in Bellingham, Accurate Lock and Security. He's also on the Leadership Council for the Washington State NFIB, National Federation for Independent Businesses. And he's the current chairperson of the Libertarian Party of Washington. Larry has been open to all of my ideas, no matter how crazy they may sound to begin with. But he's allowed me the liberty to be innovative and to be creative and to do what I think is right to grow the party. Thank you, Larry. I believe the Libertarian Party of Washington has a very, very bright future. Does anyone else agree? If you like what we do, if you like what you hear, if you like the convention, if you want to get involved, please do. One thing we really need are volunteers. And if you look at the back, there's an organizational chart with different committees on it as well. And on the table, there's information about each committee and the responsibilities. And the person who put this together actually is not the last person. Yeah, I guess Larry's not the last person I'm going to recognize. But it was Chip Barron who actually put that together. Thank you, Chip. Chip has been a driving force for organizational development within the state party. So if you like what we're doing, please support us. Volunteer. Or, if you can't volunteer, if you don't have the time, consider making a monthly donation. Everything we do, it's not free, it costs money. There's been money out of my pocket put into this, invested into it, investing in the Libertarian Party because I believe we are the future. That's all.
Hello, my name is Christine Yanto. I live here in Bellingham, Washington, and I'm a local activist. I was pretty involved in the Ron Paul 2008 and 2012 campaigns, as well as the 2011 red light camera campaign, or anti-red light camera campaign, I should say. And I helped defeat the mayor who tried to sue us for being against red light cameras. I just had to say that. I came here tonight to see my friends and to support my friends who worked really hard to put this event together. Thank you very much.